Hello everyone. Welcome to our new vlog. I am your host Arindam and this video is about visiting Puri, the land of Lord Jagannath. This time we were on a road trip to Puri from Kolkata. It took us nearly 10 hours to reach Puri. Being a Bengali, Puri is one of our best getaway places on a long weekend. We booked our nest for the next few days from Airbnb. Having said that, we were super tired and went off early for some much needed sleep. The next morning was all about visiting the Sri Jagannath temple. The temple is marvelous. It's beautiful. One of the greatest architecture. Temple is having more than one entrance. Cameras and mobile phones are not allowed inside the temple, though there is a facility to keep mobile on a mobile stand. We were a part of a long queue even at 8 am. You should hire a proper person that is a licensed panda to help you out with the offering of prayer and ensure that you get proper help in gaining knowledge about the temple and its heritage. There are many small temples inside. You must visit the temple kitchen to see the prasad making process. Also to be mentioned here is the flag changing ceremony. It is held in the evening after 4 pm. One can purchase a flag from the temple as it is believed that it brings good luck to you and your family. It is worth giving an entire day from early morning to late evening to witness all the ceremonies in the temple. You can plan your trip and ensure you witness every ceremony. The Vimala temple is dedicated to the goddess Vimala, generally regarded as a Shaktipith. It is situated within the Jagannath temple complex in Puri. Visited Vimala temple during Jagannath temple darshan, it was a divine experience. Vimala is the form of Parvati and a Shaktipith inside the Jagannath temple. It is also believed that before entering the main Jagannath temple you have to have the darshan of goddess Vimala. Though it is a small temple but always crowded. The prasad of Jagannath temple is known as a bada after it is offered to Vimala. After having a quick breakfast, it was time to dive into the ocean and capture a few candid photos. Prasad and Mahaprasad for lunch were made available to us as we paid for the same, and it was of the best sumptuous meals ever. After having our lunch, we went local sightseeing. I did my research on Google and gathered information on various places that must be covered during the tour to Puri. We started with Sri Gaur Vihar Ashram. Popularly known as Gupta Vrindavan, Gaur Vihar Ashram is a little away from the Puri beach. One can hire a local auto to this place. The entry ticket is ₹10. The ashram is spread over a huge area of land and there are structures of many deities and mythological characters in the park. There is also an option to have prasad in the ashram, for which you can buy coupons beforehand. Come with a couple of hours in hand, so that you can enjoy a tour of the entire ashram. Next up, we were on our way to Sri Omkareshwar temple. The place is located at Balyapanda Sipa Surabali Mauza. The easiest way to get to this place is the new road that goes right from New Marine Drive Road to Hotel Sterling Beach Resort. Two-wheelers and four-wheelers can be reached on that road. In the middle of the road is the Omkareshwar temple on the left. The place is neat and clean, and well maintained. Best for local tourists and outsiders for afternoon prasad sevan. Om means peace. This environment is quite captivating and peaceful. Lord Shiva, Nrsimha, is worshipped here. The Mangala river flows behind the temple and joins the sea. Surrounded by trees, some domestic animals such as parrots, sari, rabbits, and ducks can be seen. Here the servants of the temple spend their time drinking bham and pokhari pani. There are a lot of crowds on Mondays, Saturdays, and Sankranti. As it is a large courtyard, about 100 people can sit and enjoy the offerings at the same time. There is parking for two-wheelers and four-wheelers. The behavior of the priests and staff there is excellent. Once we were done covering Gupta Vrindavan, we headed towards Narendra Sarovar, a holy lake, situated northeast of Jagannatha's temple. The lake has a calm atmosphere. It is a fairly large lake with clean water and houses temples inside the lake. There is a pathway to visit the main temple inside the lake. Kunti, who was the paternal aunt of Sri Krishna, is worshipped here. Following our visit to Narendra Sarovar, we visited a couple of ashramas located opposite each other. Unfortunately, we were not allowed to take videos there. Bijoy Krishna Goswami was a religious figure and social reformer. He learned and practiced many ways of asceticism from Advaita to Dvaita and was in close touch with prominent religious figures of his time, for example, Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Troilong Goswami, Lahiri Mohasoya. In 1899 he was said to have died due to prolonged illness after eating sweet meat that was poisoned by a faction of monks that were envious of his fame and popularity. This is the place that is his Samadhi. Very peaceful place, ideal for meditation and contemplation. Kuladananda Brahmachari Ashram is the ashram for Sri Kuladananda Brahmachari, the disciple of a saint and social reformer Bijoy Krishna Goswami. This place is free to enter. Its serene location on the banks of the aqueduct, Atharanala, is very conducive for meditation and other spiritual activities. Although Atharanala has been clogged by weeds and water hyacinth, government of Orissa has plans to restore it to its original state. Then, the ashram would indeed be an abode of peace. Our last destination for the day was the Sudarshan Craft Museum and Temple. To my surprise, there is a Japanese temple in Puri. Beautifully crafted with Japanese Buddha images and idols, an intriguing beautiful example of Japanese architecture in Puri. Also one can see various sculptures and idols carved from stone or wood at the exhibition on the ground floor. The Sudarshan Craft Museum has been there for the last several years and has been a school of stone carving along with the museum and Buddha temple. Started by Mr. Sudarshan, a very humble master craftsman, the museum showcases beautiful stone sculptures and is also a school par excellence in imparting sculpturing. Gundicha Temple, which is believed to be Lord Jagannath's maternal aunt's temple, is situated 2 kilometers from the Jagannath temple and is one of the places to visit. Unfortunately, it wasn't open for devotees around the time when I visited the place. Day 3 started with our visit to Konark Temple. The architecture of Konark Temple is must-see. Equally beautiful is the Konark Museum at the entrance of the Konark Temple. This is a modern, centrally air-conditioned, clean museum. It shows the miniature temples. It has a kiosk with a history of Konark Temple and Orissa and other temples in Orissa. Beautiful statues in the museum are a must-see. Also, vessels of that era were excellent. Also, in the museum, there is an auditorium that shows a 10 minutes video clip on the history of the construction of Konark Temple. One must keep at least 4 hours visiting the Konark Temple with the museum. What a place to see and visit. I just could not stop snapping pictures and gaping at the wonderful carvings and sculptures. Was a tad unhappy at the amount of destruction brought upon the temple? Anyways, I am proud to have visited and seen this place. It is a lifetime experience for anyone. Ma Ramachandi Pith is a beautiful temple en route from Puri to Konark. This temple is 5 kilometers away from Konark. Excellent road to destination and sign boards good to guide, and so does Google Maps. Near the Lotus Eco in the Wild Dunes Resort. It is on the banks of the Kushbhadra River. Goddess Ramachandi is the presiding deity of Konark, and it was a peaceful and blissful experience being here. We were there almost noon time and it was empty and very calm. Parking is available and there are also small shops and sugarcane or tender coconut vendors outside. This temple is much more ancient temple than Konark's Sun Temple. Raja Narasingh Dev installed Ma Ramachandi in the Sun Temple complex before the construction of the Sun Temple. A legend regarding the deity is popular among the locals. Kalapahad, the rebel Hindu Brahmin youth who got converted to Islam, vowed to destroy all the temples of Hindu worship during the 17th century. After destroying the Sun Temple, Kalapahad approached the Ramachandi temple to destroy it. Then goddess Ramachandi, dressed as a Malini, that is maidservant, asked Kalapahad to wait at the door till she brings water from the river for the goddess. Kalapahad anxiously waited for a long time to get some cold water. When it was too late and the Malini did not return, he was exhausted and entered the temple and found the throne empty. Then he thought the Malini took away the deity with her, and with anger he followed the Malini. When he reached the bank of the Kushbhadra river, he found the goddess Ramachandi floating in the middle of the river. At that time the river was an outpouring, so he came back without being able to reach the middle of the river. Then goddess Ramachandi came in a dream of a Panda priest, and told him to build a temple on the bank of the Kushbhadra river. This place is now known as Ramachandi. After offering prayer to the temple, we moved ahead to visit Chandrabhaga beach, which is situated 3 kilometers east of the Sun Temple of Konark, in the Puri district in the state of Orissa. It is 30 kilometers from the city of Puri. Formerly Chandrabhaga was considered a place of natural cure for lepers. Chandrabhaga beach on the coast of Konark becoming India's first to get the Blue Flag certification, a tag given to environment-friendly clean beaches, equipped with amenities of international standards for tourists. It is believed that Samba, who was Krishna's son, after curing leprosy, worshipped the sun god on the river mouth of Chandrabhaga, and the river dried up. It is reduced to a dry bed or a narrow trickle. It has been an ideal place for religious activity. In the evening around sunset, it was time for us to witness the Aarti. Samudra Aarti, which is a prayer being offered to the ocean, is one of the best ceremonies, and a lot of devotees gather at the place around 6 p.m. to witness the offering from the Shankaracharya to the ocean. You will be given prasad at the end of the ceremony, and it is a must-watch whenever you are visiting Puri. You must taste the local sweets like gajar, papori, or the chena cake if you are visiting the place, and we were no different to it. Since it was the last day at Puri, we ended our weekend tour on a sweeter note with some sweets and memories to cherish. If you have enjoyed our vlog, please do like, share, and subscribe for more such content. Jaya Jagannath.